What's going on, family? It's the entertainer, motivated, educator, Lucky Murray, back with another high school football update. Today, man, we're just going to talk about the 5A championship game down in Columbia at Benedict Stadium. We had the Gaffney Indians. They were off against the Dutch Fort Silver Foxes. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But before I go any further, here's what I need you to do. One, I need you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like every time I drop a video. And 3, share the videos, helps out a ton. We mostly going to speak about this Gaffney game, man. But we're also going to give you updates for the other state championship games down this weekend. It was championship weekend. But, man, this game right here was amazing, man. I watched the highlights, and the one thing I saw was that this Dutch Fort team was a tough opponent. They are the winners of 5A state champions in a row. I think they had a 62-win streak or whatever. This team is the team that I think it's Coach Knox down there in Dutch Fort has put together. It's been amazing, man. I remember when I was in high school, I went to Irmo about, I think, 2003 to 04, and then 04 to 05. The middle of the year, I moved to Eau Claire. But I remember that Dutch Fork was not where they are now. It's amazing how, 20 years almost can really turn things around. And this team right here is solid. But the Gaffney team did not win. The last championship they won, it was in 2012. It was a 4A title. So now they was facing the Goliath. The Gaffney team was really good. They beat a lot of good opponents this year. But for them to go and play Dutch Fork, that was something crazy. And the game was Dutch Fork was ahead the whole time. I think it was like 19-7. But they got a pick within the within the red zone, a scoring distance. They scored there. They held them. They allowed Dutch Fork Dutch Fork. Not they didn't allow. Excuse me. They took some takeaways from Dutch Fork as well. Both teams gave up the rock, and at the end, the last team that was scored, which was Gaffney, and that ultimately let them win the championship. So big ups to Gaffney, man. Is Gaffney considered upstate? I believe the Gaffney is considered upstate. It's all the way up there. It's closer to almost Rock Hill than it is to the upstate. But congratulations to the Indians, man. That stadium was crazy. I never seen a high school football championship game like that. Maybe because they're not in the Williams-Brice. Because if you remember, championship games were played in Willie B. And now they switched over to I think Charlie C. Johnson. I think that's the name of the stadium in Benedict. Don't quote me, guys. Charlie C. Is it Johnson or Will? It's probably Johnson. I'm getting the name wrong. Doesn't really matter. But to say that these young men really played amazing, it was great, man. Hats off, man. Think about this, man. The game was televised on NFHS Network. They had the fans there. A lot of these guys are gonna remember it for the rest of their lives because a lot of these players, most of these players are not going to go to the next level. So imagine, 10 to 15, 20 years from now, you can tell your children, what I'm saying, you can go into community and they can like, yo, this man helped us win a state championship. And that's one thing that I want to help out, when it comes to Fountain Inn, is the fact that I coach basketball and I want to help Fountain Inn receive a state championship. Because here's the thing, when you win a state championship, guys, you don't just win a state championship for the school. Yes. Gaffney School has won a state championship in football. But the whole city celebrates with you, especially a smaller town. I mean, Irmo has 2 high schools. It has Dutch Fork. It has Irmo as well. Gaffney only has 1 high school. Same thing with Fountain Inn. We only have 1 high school. And so the community gravitates towards the high school because pretty much the high school is the community, And I love those guys, man. They get to celebrate. They get to take the pictures, man. They get the rings. They get the jackets. They will forever be, when they come back to Gaffney, they always will look up and say, listen, man, we knocked down Goliath. And hats off to Dutch Fork as well, man. 5 state championships in a row is crazy. But, man, listen, man. I'm glad that the season is over now. It's basketball season. But here's what I need you to do, people. Because you're here with me. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below, man. Shoot, man, did you have fun with the season, man? Glad the fans is back. Hopefully next year I get to go to a few more games consistently. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Again, it's the entertainer, motivator, educator, and please don't forget all three. Lucky Murray back with another high school football update, and the championship game is over. Congratulations to Daniel out of Central who beat Camden 45-20. Congratulate the South Point Stallions out of Rock Hill beating Beaufort Eagles 41-7. Congratulate the Southside Christian, which is in Simpsonville, South Carolina, beating Bamberg Earhart 28-0 to win their second state championship in a row. And congratulations to the Gaffney Indians beating Dutch Fort Silver Foxes 22-19. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. But like always, it's the next time, people.